Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Brooke and you look lovely today. Welcome to my first reading vlog. So this week we are doing the reading rush and I'm just gonna make one week-long video for it because we're not gonna pressure ourselves to do daily ones when we work and we're stressing and life is hard. So today is Monday, July the 22nd and it's currently 8:56-ish p.m. I was at work for most of the day. I worked at the library in the morning from about 8 to noon, and then I worked at Barnes & Noble. I was supposed to work from 2 to 9:30 at close, but your girl was not feeling so hot because she did not sleep enough last night because I was working and posting my first video and getting all that set up. So I asked if I could leave early please at 6, and my wonderful manager was like, okay. And I was like, thank you. But I did get a little bit of reading done so far today. I took Moonstruck with me to work because I figured I had 2 hours in between my jobs to kind of eat lunch and like read a little bit. And so I wanted to start with something light and simple because I knew today was going to be a long day. And you guys, I'm loving it. I'm going to do a more in-depth talk about maybe tomorrow because I only work in the morning and when I can set up the tripod and have more than one hand. But I'm about halfway through. This is the page I'm on right now. It's great. I'm gonna finish it and then go to bed and then get up at 6 a.m. and go to work. That's my life right now. But as I said, I only work 8 to noon tomorrow. So then we got some time after that to get some reading done and to get some vlogging done, I hope. See you then. So it's now Tuesday, July the 23rd. It is 1:06 p.m. to be precise, and I'm gonna give a little update before I talk about what I want to read today because I haven't read anything yet because I just got home from work and ate lunch. I want to talk about Moonstruck Volume 1. You guys, this was so cute. I loved it so much. I am amazed that I read a whole book on day one even though I worked almost all day. The art is like so good. It made me laugh out loud. Like, I love it. And it has like great representation in it. The main character is Latinx and obviously gay, and her girlfriend is black and her best friend is non-binary. It's great, y'all. It's, yeah, I don't know, read it. Volume 2 is already out. I'm gonna pick it up like as soon as I can. I think we have some copies at work because I think I checked. Great thing to start with, y'all. I'm so happy about it. I can't even like conform coherent thoughts. I don't know how many pages was in this because there aren't page numbers. I might try looking it up, and if I can't find it, I might just actually count them myself because that is who I am. Then my goals for today are first to do the challenge of read a book in the same spot. So I'm going to be reading this one. I'm also going to throw in this book that I just picked up from the library while I was at work. I'm trying to use the library more. I saw this and I had to get it. And that is Hilda and the Troll, which is a little short graphic novel. I watched this animated series on Netflix I think at the very end of last year, and I loved it so much. And I knew that they were based off of graphic novels, but I haven't really found them. And I saw it today at the library, and I was like, I'm gonna check it out. And I think it's short enough that I can throw it in for today and see how I like it. Then after that, at some point today, I want to read The Prince and the Dressmaker since I have most of today off. And this is the chunkier graphic novel that I have. So we're gonna try this later. And then if I still have any time left, because every time I have time off, I just try to jam as much stuff in there as I can. Because I think I have all the time in the world now. But I'm going to try to read a story or two out of Stars Above today too. So I'm going to work on that. I also need to finish editing and uploading my TBR for the reading rush because I haven't done that yet. I'm really close to being done though. I'm going to work on that. I might work on my closet because I am moving all my stuff from upstairs to downstairs and I'm going through my clothes as I do it. And I also have 2 episodes of Stranger Things left to watch with my grandfather, so maybe I'll finish that season today. And if I got all of those things done, or like half of those things done, I would be happy.
Hello friends, it is now 10:08 p.m. and I am here to update you on the situation. So I finished For Everyone and Hilda and the Troll today. I also got a little bit of writing done and I posted my second video finally, only like a bajillion days late. And what was the other thing I did? Oh, I finished season 3 of Stranger Things. Yay! Finally! I've been feeling so behind. I've been watching it with my papa and our schedules haven't really been aligning, but now we're done and it was great. I'm gonna talk about the books more later. I just wanted to say that I'm gonna read a little bit of this before I go to bed. I am probably not gonna finish it tonight because I'm a little sleepy already. I'm gonna see how far I get into it and then we'll finish it tomorrow. That's where we're at. Hello friends. And it's now Thursday, July 24th? No, July 25th. I just checked, so I should know. And it is 10:06 p.m. I should have updated yesterday, but I didn't. And then I planned to do a pretty lengthy update, talking about a lot of things, tonight. But I'm not going to do that, because after, as I said, it's already after 10, and I have to wake up at 6 tomorrow. So, I need to, go to sleep, because I have to work from 8 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. tomorrow, with, a break in the middle for a couple hours. So, that's not going to be great if I'm tired, you know? But I did want to say that yesterday, what did I finish yesterday? I have all my book stacks over here, friends. Okay. Yesterday morning, I finished The Prince and the Dressmaker. I'll give my thoughts when I get to do my longer update, maybe tomorrow. But maybe also Saturday, honestly. Let's get real, I gotta work all day tomorrow. And then I also finished reading The Witch Boy. Haha. And then today I found For Everyone on audio CD at the library, and I decided to get it and listen to it again because I like it. I have a whole spiel about audiobooks that maybe I'll try to remember to do when I update. But I like listening to poems read by the people who write them, and that's what this audiobook is. So I went ahead and did that. So I reread this, technically, while I was driving home from the library today. And then I went and bought Moonstruck Volume 2 yesterday from work, so I started that today. I'm that far into it. I'm going to try to read a little bit before bed, but not that much. And then on my way to and from Barnes & Noble today, I listened to The Princess Saves Herself in this one, finished that. I'll probably get The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one, listen to it on the way to the library and back tomorrow, and then I can read the Mermaid Voice Returns in this one, maybe tomorrow, but I want to finish this first before I read that. But that's where I'm at. I've been updating my profile, so I got page counts in there, although I haven't updated today's stuff. And, yeah, I'm going to talk about what I think about all these books, and I had to change my TBR some, so we'll talk about that and everything eventually when I get a time to, film a big chunk. But I just wanted to do this update for Thursday so that I didn't skip 2 days in a row. And I'm sorry that, all my vlog clips are just, me sitting against this back wall while I'm in bed. But I'm working. But I actually get both days of the weekend off. So it's going to be great. And my sister's getting her senior pictures taken. So maybe I'll show that. I don't know. Do you care? Who knows? But I'm going to show it probably because that's what I'm going to be doing if I remember to take my camera. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you soon with a better background and maybe I'll put a face on. I don't know. Okay guys, now it is Friday, July 26th at 2:16 p.m. I have to be at Barnes & Noble at 3 and I have to leave around 3:30 for that to happen. So let's get into this. First, because I might have to leave before I finish everything I want to say, I'm going to go over my TBR changes. So, I'm changing my TBR because your girl recently learned that the Artemis Fowl movie is not actually coming out in August. Since Disney bought Fox and Fox was producing Artemis Fowl, Disney has rearranged a lot of the release dates, including the one for Artemis Fowl, so it's not coming out until next year. So that put me a little in a pickle because I felt like I could no longer count it for a read and watch a book to movie adaptation. Fun story also, the last Artemis Fowl book, the 8th one, came out around the time, the end of the time I was in high school, beginning of college. And I told myself I was going to reread the whole series and then read the last one since it was the last one. I started doing that, I got halfway through and then I started college and never finished.
So I still want to reread Artemis Fowl so I can read the last one finally, and because the new book's coming out for the new series in like November or something, and because the movie's going to come out next year. But because I'm already rereading Percy Jackson, I would rather wait to do it kind of more when I'm farther into that instead of trying to do them both simultaneously. So then I was like, I don't really want to read that. What am I going to do? Because I was also counting Artemis Fowl for a book that starts with R and a book that was published at least 10 years ago for my owls. So I was like, how am I gonna fix this? But your girl came up with a solution. So instead of Artemis Fowl, I'm going to be reading, is this the right one? Yeah, The Bad Beginning and The Reptile Room, both by Lemony Snicket, the first and second book in the Series of Unfortunate Events series. Now, I actually meant to reread this a long time ago before the Netflix series came out, and I never did it. I think I started the first one and then I just never finished it. It counts as an adaptation. These were both published in 1999, which is weird. So these were both published 10 years ago as well, and this one, oh, I switched hands. And this one, if you don't count the, which she said we didn't have to, book roasted when she did her announcement video, it counts for an R. But then I've added 2 books to replace one, and I would like to have both of these done for the reading rush. So my solution is to also take out Stars Above and save that for another time. And then I can count this as a book I meant to read last year because I did mean to read it a while ago. And this as my read and watch a book to movie adaptation. And I can count this for my published at least 10 years ago, and this one for R. I'm going to try to get those done this weekend. I might take this one to work with me right now so I can read a little bit on my break if I feel like it. And that's where we're at with the TBR situation. So that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. What time is it now? How long have I been talking? It's 2:10. I will maybe talk for like 5 more minutes. Okay, so I wanted to give a rundown of my stats and all the books I've read and some thoughts on it. But I don't know if I'm going to get done, so we're going to start, and if I don't finish, I'll finish when I get home and see how it goes. Let me get to my reading rush profile, friends. So, big stats. So far, I have read 1,405 pages. That's amazing for me. But also, not to downplay my accomplishment, but just to be realistic, that was poetry, graphic novels, and audiobooks. So, but you know, we're working on it, and we're having a good time. And I have technically finished 9 books. On Tuesday, I did my read a book in one sitting with For Everyone by Jason Reynolds. I think this might be a book that I return to kind of often, every now and then when I just need a boost, because it doesn't take very long to read. It only took me like 30 minutes, and that's like about how long the audiobook is. And it's just like about how to follow your dreams and like hold on to them. Not about how to accomplish your dreams, because he doesn't know nothing about that. But I think it's pretty good for me in my life right now. It may be good for me in my life in the future. And I think if you're feeling a little down, you need some motivation, if you're wondering where your life is going, this might be a good book for you to read too. And then I read Hilda and the Troll by Luke Pearson, which is a graphic novel. They've actually made a Netflix series out of these graphic novels. And I watched it, as I think I have mentioned, and I adored it. And this book went along with it really well. And it's like, it's very short. It's only like a 40-page graphic novel because it's made for kids. But I adore Hilda. I went to work and ordered all 5 of the books that are currently out. The 6th one comes out in the fall. I'm hyped about it. You should be hyped about it. Check it out. Make your little heart sing with adorableness. Hilda is a little girl who lives in the wilderness with her mom, and she's an adventurer. And in this one, she finds a troll. And then also on Tuesday night, I started The Prince and the Dressmaker, which I've seen a lot of people on BookTube talk about. It's about a gender-fluid prince who sometimes likes to wear dresses, and the dressmaker he hires to work for him, to make dresses for him. She's also his best friend, and their deal is that she's going to keep his secret and make dresses for him, and he's going to help her become a famous designer. But of course, shenanigans ensue. The art's beautiful. It's in color because your girl likes color. And then I finished this on Wednesday morning. I'm still processing, I think, how I feel about it. I think it's a really important book. I think it was really cute. I don't know if I like loved it, but I did at least really like it. What day are we on? Wednesday. I read The Witch Boy by Molly Knox Ostertag, and it's really cute, and it's a series, and I've actually what is the word? Put on hold the second one at my library. I think I actually like this one a little bit more than The Prince and the Dressmaker, just because it had that like whimsical, magical feeling, and it kind of explores a lot of the same things, but like through like this weird allegory kind of deal, because Aster is our main character, and in Aster's family, everyone has magic, but all the boys learn how to shapeshift, and all the girls learn witchcraft. But he wants to learn witchcraft and not shape-shifting. And I think this also has a good message, and I think I connected to it a little bit more just because of the magic. I'm in a magic-y mood. Before I do my spill on audiobooks, how much time do I have? Whoop, gotta run.
Hello friends, we're back. It's 10:11 p.m. I got home from work and I ate food, so now I'm gonna film this. And then I'm probably gonna go to sleep, because I gotta wake up early tomorrow to go to my sister's senior pictures. So, audiobooks. We were talking about audiobooks. Okay, so I know audiobooks are like a big thing on BookTube right now, but personally, they usually don't really work for me. It's very hard for me to like focus on them, and I feel like I miss a lot of stuff, and I definitely cannot do other things while listening to them. I have to like maybe be walking or driving or like laying in bed. Like I can't clean my room. I can't do something else that requires any amount of thought. Sometimes I have to pause it while I'm driving if something that it's intense is about to happen. I do like listening to poets read their own poems, which is why I listened to this one. Then I had bought Moonstruck Volume 2, as I said, from the Barnes & Noble that I work at, because I love the first one so much. I was like, I need it. There's only 2 volumes out right now, so I'm like, this will be my child until hopefully next March when they release the 3rd one. I don't know. I didn't see any pre-information about it, but I'm hoping. So I started this one in between jobs, and then I bought the audiobook for this and listened to it on the way to Barnes & Noble and on the way back. So I finished this, and then this morning I picked up the audiobook for this and listened to it on the way to work and on the way back, and then in between jobs I finished this book. And I guess I should give some thoughts on these since I re-listened to them. So I still really like them. This one is very personal to Amanda Lovelace. It's very much about her, and it's not that this one doesn't also contain personal elements, but this one I feel like is very much more like broad feminism and broader women's issues, and it's more focused on women and not just her. I do think I liked this one a little bit more. I think it's my favorite at the moment. I still haven't read the 3rd one. I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow after my sister's pictures, but I think that is the main difference between these two, besides the main theme motif kind of thing, this one being princess and this one being witch. And then this one, I think I'm trying to decide if I like this as much as the other one. I think I do. I think I just love Moonstruck, the world of Moonstruck. This one was kind of interesting because there's like a whole separate journey that you can watch happen in the Ask a Know-It-All section. It's just a fun thing. And I liked the fairy dynamics. Fairies are my favorite, like mystical, magical, whatever, supernatural creature. And so I really liked that. This one, I don't know how I feel about Julie and Selena's relationship. Like, I think they're really cute a lot of the time, but they also fight a lot of the time, and I don't know if it's like healthy levels where they fight and they grow, or if they just keep fighting. But also I think it has to do with both of them being werewolves, and like werewolves having short tempers. They kind of mention that in this one. Selena kind of says something about that, but I hope that there's more discussion about that maybe in the next volume. And then today I did start reading this while I was at work. I'm now on page, which one am I on? 44. So got a little hefty way into that. Read a couple of chapters. It goes by really fast. I'm in the middle of a chapter right now, so I might finish that chapter before I go to bed. But I'm hoping I can finish this tomorrow, and also the poetry book tomorrow. The Mermaid's Voice returns to this one, and then finish the Reptile Room on Sunday. And maybe also read something else, because I'm going to throw this in here because I'm not going to have time for a separate Owls video. So I'm using Heartless for book with a red cover and retelling, and I'm considering changing that because I don't know if I'm actually going to have time to finish like a prose book that I'm only like a quarter of the way into in the few days after that, although maybe. But I'm like really feeling the graphic novels right now, and I'm really liking like this little like reading rush reading world that I've created, as you can see, because as I said, I went and bought Moonstruck Volume 2 immediately. Like I ordered all the Hilda books, and I put the sequel to The Witch Boy on hold at the library, and hopefully it will come into the library tomorrow. I was hoping it would come today while I was there, but it didn't, so I might have to drive to the library on Sunday and get it. But that book is read, and it's gonna be a fast read for me, like 2 hours tops, and I can use that for a read one. And then I have another graphic novel that I considered using for retelling for a little bit, and then I was like, no, but I might use it now. And that is Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy by Terciero and Indigo, which is a modern retelling of Little Women that I'm really excited about, because it looks like they made the March family like a multiracial family, and I'm into it, y'all. And it's got colorful art, and we all know I'm into that. So I also will be reading those. Maybe I can read Hidden Witch on Sunday, and maybe even this. I don't know, maybe I'll finish it all this week and I'll just be amazing. Or even if I don't, I've already read 9 books this week, and I gotta read at least 3 more. So I'm still gonna be amazing, and I'm just like really happy right now with what I'm reading. It's the last day of the reading rush. Sunday, July 28th. It's 10:44 p. Nope, it's 10:44 a.m. and I just finished The Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket. Yesterday was very full with my sister's picture taking, as you saw, and when I got home I was really tired, so I read a little bit more of this, but I didn't quite finish it because I wanted to sleep. But now it's finished. Yay, so we're at 10 books. That's good, which means my rest of the goals for today are to read The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one, which I think I'm going to read next, and then The Reptile Room, and then to watch the beginning of a series of unfortunate events on Netflix for the watch and adaptation part. I think I'm probably going to read this and then watch the first 2 episodes of the show, because I think they covered this book, and then work on reading this, just to kind of be able to count something for the watch and adaptation, even though I want to count this one. And that's kind of where we're at right now. We're going to do some reading today. We're hopefully going to like be amazing and finish all the things, and I'll talk to you later. Hello friends, it's now 5:08 p.m. and I've finished The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one, so I got 1 book left, y'all. Maybe we can do it, I don't know. We also have to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so we probably shouldn't stay up late, but who knows, maybe I'll do it anyway, just because it's the last day, y'all. But I'm still processing thoughts about this, but I think this one was my least favorite of the 3. We'll have more updates on that later, but now I either gotta read or watch something. I might start reading this just so I started and then watch an episode or 2. I meant to look up how long the episodes were, whether they're 3 minutes or an hour. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna get there. It's gonna be fine. Hello, it is now 6:35 p.m. I read the first chapter of The Reptile Room and watched The Bad Beginning Part 1 of the series of unfortunate events on Netflix. I don't know if I like this series or not. They have shot it in a very interesting way that I think kind of like heightens the ridiculousness in this series. And I don't know if I need to get used to it or if I honestly just don't like it. I am gonna at least watch episode 2. I realize that all the episodes are like an hour long, so I don't have time to watch 4 episodes of this show and finish this book tonight and sleep. You know, you feel? So what I'm probably gonna do is just watch episode 2, and then I'll count, you know, the bad beginning can also count as, you know, read and watch a book to movie adaptation, because I did it, and I still read at least 7 books and all that. I may try to read more of this tonight because I still need to finish this before the end of July for the book that begins with R, and or I may not, because I don't know if I'm super feeling it. I haven't actually got to watch any one else's Reading Rush videos that are being posted, and I want to. Y'all, my eyes are like being wonky. I have a lazy eye, fun fact, and sometimes my eyes get like a little weird. So if you ever notice that, that's what's happening. But I have already read 11 books, and you know, and I completed all the challenges, even if I didn't quite read all the books I meant to read for the challenges, and I think it'll be fine, and I feel good, and I want to watch some YouTube videos, so probably gonna do that. Hello friends, it is now 8:01 p.m. I just finished watching The Bad Beginning Part 2, which means I'm now officially finished watching my adaptation, and I'm done with all the challenges. New thoughts, additional thoughts. The show makes me laugh out loud, so there's that, and I'm enjoying that aspect. I'm also liking that they're putting more hints of like the secret organization into the story earlier on than is in the books, because I don't really remember how the series ends. It's been a long time since I read them, but I just remember as like more stuff about the secret organization was being revealed, being very confused, because I was like 10 or whatever, and it was like very long series, and I was like, what is happening? I don't know. Maybe it is understandable if I read it later again, as I hope to at some point. But I think the thing that's still throwing me off, it makes me laugh and it's very ridiculous, and the book series obviously is ridiculous, but it's also, this time as I was reading it as an adult, the ridiculousness of the adults in this series and like what is happening, like it hits you so much more. Because for instance, like the kids go to visit Mr. Poe, and they're like, yeah, the homie's awful, and he's like, but you know, it's probably not as bad as you really think it is, and like he can do what he wants because he's like your guardian now. Like there's so much gaslighting that goes on in this series, and I think you can see it in like the TV show a little bit. They do a little thing where he's always like, that's what I said. You're like, no, it's not. Like he is her father, parental guardian, legal guardian, and then he's like, but I'm also gonna marry you. Like that's creepy as hell, y'all. Then he's like dangling an infant from the tower, and it's like, as a kid, like you know that those things, like that he's bad, but you don't realize like how bad that is. And so I feel like the show, it's like so ridiculous and like makes you laugh, but it's also like, I don't know, I feel like it's glossing over that, and I don't really know if I want it to be at this point. But then again, maybe the show is geared towards kids, and it's not supposed to be like too scary because the kids won't read it. So those are my thoughts. I don't think I'm gonna read anymore tonight since I've technically finished all the challenges, and I've accomplished like a lot this week, and I'm pretty happy with that. And I haven't started editing this vlog at all, and I need to do that, so I might start putting the pieces together. And then that's gonna be my night until I go to bed. And then tomorrow morning I'll film like little clothes with a nice background for this. And you know, work on reading the reptile room and all that stuff. And we're back. It is not the next morning. It is like several days later. It's Wednesday. Hi, yeah. But we're here now. We got the whole vlog edited except for this clip, so we're here to finish it out. Got great news that I should have updated about, but on Sunday night I said I wasn't gonna read anymore, that I was just gonna let it go. But your girl's bad at letting stuff go. I finished the reptile room by 11:50-ish, around there, p.m. on Sunday, which means I finished all the books on my TBR. Obviously, I didn't get to watch the 2 episodes before the end of the reading rush, but I finished the book, and I watched the other one, so I still beat all the challenges. I still read 12 books, and I'm really proud of that for myself. And I did watch the 2 episodes the next day, so I still watched them. So that makes my official stats 1,961 pages. I would have really liked it at the 2,000 mark, but I didn't have time to read 39 pages in 10 minutes, y'all, you feel? And I finished 12 books. Here's my little chart. Here's all my badges. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. And, you know, I'm pretty happy with this video too, especially like Saturday.
I would also like to say that in the last 2 days, I finished The Hidden Witch by Molly Knox Ostertag. Tag or Tog? I keep saying it both ways, but you know, it looks like that. And I finished Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy. And so I've completed my Owls red cover retelling. We did it, friends. I did like both of those graphic novels. I don't want to say a ton because I wanted this vlog to at least be under 30 minutes, which is going to be a little bit longer than that because right now we're sitting at like 29 minutes and I got to add this clip. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, bless you and have a good night.